What is happening, YouTube and weight loss warriors? I got a topic for you today. The topic is obesity, so stay tuned. Guys, what's going on? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back at it with another video. I want to talk to you guys about obesity. And why did I choose the topic of obesity? Because it's destroying our country. We're the 8th fattest country in the world. We are gaining weight every single day as a nation at astronomical rates. In the last 30 years alone, we have more than doubled our obese population from 15% of people who are obese to 35%. That is a huge jump in the last 30 years, and we're on track to increase it even more. And if you go back even farther and you look to the early 1900s, people used to pay money to go to circuses to see obese people because they were so rare. So, you know, in the 1900s, no one was obese. And today, 1 in every 3 adults is obese. And I mean, one in every 3 adults is obese, and 1 in every 13 adults is morbidly obese. Those are astronomical numbers. And if you take 1 second to step back from that and look at the fact that 2 in every 3 adults are obese or overweight. So we're talking about 66% of all adults fall into the obese or overweight category. And it's been shown that obese and overweight category leads to stroke. It can lead to stroke, heart disease, diabetes, cancer. These are all things that we absolutely, positively do not want to have in our lives. So what can we do? You know, it's such a big question that we all have to, as content creators, come up with ideas, as people in your communities come up with ideas, work together to get programs going, to get things going so that your community can fight back against obesity. There are states in the United States right now, like Mississippi, where 34% of the adults in Mississippi are obese. Obese. Think about that. 34%. That doesn't count overweight, guys. So it's an industry right now that they're predicting it spent $190 billion. $190 billion in the last decade was spent in obesity. And they predict that in 20 years, it'll be $595 billion. Right now, it's 21%. 21% of all healthcare is obese-related problems. Think about that. Every single person that goes to the doctors in that healthcare thing, for whatever reason they have to do, when they finish that out at the end of the year, 21% of that is due to obesity. This is not a small problem. This is an epidemic that is destroying us. So the answers are really simple. If we take a step back from ourselves for a second and we look at nature and we look at our surroundings, how many obese animals do you see? And let's take it one step farther and say that are not domesticated. Let's take it out of looking at like a dog that we're raising or a gerbil or something like that. And we say that we walk out, how many fat deers do you see in the wild? How many overweight birds do you see? How many overweight any animals do you really see in nature? And the answer is outside of man, you don't see them. So why is that? I mean, even if we look at something like, an animal that people think is fat, like a buffalo, they're designed fat, and they all look the same. And if you saw 100 of them in a field, they would all generally be the same. You wouldn't see one that was 5 times as fat. Why? Why? The answer is really simple, because the energy that they're expending and the food that they are intaking are in balance. And as people, everything has become easier with technology. Everything has become easier in our lives. The reason nobody in 1900 was obese was because they had to work really, 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 really hard to make it through their day. Just to make it through their day. So their eating and their energy balance was much more even than it is today. We have to work a lot less. And so we never equated to change our food. As a matter of fact, the answer was to increase our food. In the last 10 years, we have gone from, I take that back, last 30 years, we have gone from eating an average person here, 1,996 calories a year to over 2,300 calories, in a day. You think about that, every single day, we're averaging nearly 400 more calories than we took in 30 years ago. And look when the obesity rate started to increase. That intake of calories is huge day to day. 400 over and over and over again. That's almost a pound more fat we've taken in, or energy, a pound more energy we've taken in a week. We've taken a pound more energy a week than we used to 30 years ago. So the answer is really, really stupidly simple, but we don't want to hear it. And the reason we don't want to hear it is because we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves all the time. And when you lie to yourself enough, you begin to believe it. Stop believing the lies that other people are telling you. Stop believing the lies that you're telling yourself. It is basically as simple as calories in, calories out. Everything else we can put on the back burner. Does intermittent fasting give you more benefits? Does the vegan diet? And we can go on down the line. All of those people have valid arguments. All of those people have issues and obstacles that they have to overcome when they're promoting their products. But at the bottom line, at the end of the day, is it does not matter as long as you're in balance. So you, as a consumer, you as a person out there that is shopping, that's doing things, you have to gain some consciousness about what it is you're putting in your body and how often you're putting it in. You have to stop living to eat and start eating to live. And if you can do that, you won't be one of these obese statistics 10 years from now. And that's the goal. If you're sitting down here on this channel with me watching this right now, I don't care what you are today. Today does not matter, okay? What I want to know is where you're going to be at in 10 years and how you and I can get you there so that you're healthy, so that you're happy, and so that you're moving forward with the right life instead of the life we're kind of force-fed to have. So, guys, I hope you learned something about obesity today. I hope you learned something about the direction that we're headed as a country and what you can do to stop that. And basically, guys, move more, eat less. It's that simple. Now, I do think there's other tools out there that you can use. I think you can grab some intermittent fasting. I think you can grab one of these diets if you like them, and you can fit that into your food, style or whatever the case is. But the bottom line is you have to stop making excuses. You have to stop making excuses. You have to stand up. You have to walk yourself into the mirror. You have to look at yourself, and you have to be okay with the person in that mirror. And only you're the only one that can look in that mirror and know if you're okay with it. And if you keep lying to yourself, you're going to pretend you're okay with it. But don't lie to yourself. Be brutally honest. I tell my wrestling team to take eyeliner, their mom's eyeliner or whoever's eyeliner, go buy some eyeliner if you have to, and write on the mirror your goals, right next to your head level where you're brushing your teeth. So you can look at that mirror and you can say, okay, I've got goals to do. And if your goal is 10,000 steps and you're brushing your teeth, and you're reading up on there, 10,000 steps today, and you look at your thing and, oh man, I only got 8,000 steps. Stop brushing your teeth and go walking. Let's make it easy. Get your goals done. Make it happen. One day at a time. One day at a time. One day and one day and one day adds up. And the next thing you know, you're not one of those statistics and you're fighting with me as a weight loss warrior against the system. We're fighting together to make it happen. We're fighting together because we can overcome this. But it's not just me in the battle. It's not just you in the battle. We have to battle together. We have to work with each other, and we have to stand up against the way it's always been. Because the way it's always been is literally killing us. Please, if you like this video, hit me with that thumbs up. Go down and subscribe. Comment, please. Turn on the ring bell notifications, guys. This is what we got to do. We got to grow. We got to grow as a channel, but we got to grow as people. We got to grow, and we got to stand up, and we got to say, you know what? We've had enough. We're not going to do it your way. The standard American way is wrong. We're not going to do it. And we're going to stand up against it. I will check you on the next video, guys. Please, please, please have a good day. Get up, get moving. Peace. I will see you on the next one.